My name is Ray Mazza.
This is Pete Distefano for the Raise Fist podcast.
We're here with Distefano Mazza. You're Distefano, and you are?
I'm Mazza.
A.K.A. Superman.
I'm Peter Distefano, and partner with Ray Mazza, and we do music together called Distefano Mazza, and we have merchandise too, jewelry.
What kind of jewelry do you guys do?
Mainly musically based stuff like cymbals, guitar string bracelets, and it's 14 karat gold.
And this is the new one, it's called Pete's Cross.
Wait, so you have your own Peter Distefano cross?
Well, it's just called Pete Cross.
Oh, Pete Cross?
Pete's Cross.
Pete's Cross.
But it's Distefano Mazza jewelry.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
How do you describe the type of music you guys play?
You take that one.
I know you're a guitar player and you're a drummer.
Well, we have a great bassist. We have Matt Doherty. Well, he's coming tonight for our show in Rockaway Beach at Rockaway Brewing Company. Pete, how do you explain our music? What would you say?
It's I guess you would say structured alternative rock with 12-tone improvisation.
We go into the black hole, we call it.
Would you dare to say experimental?
Yes.
It's like
Well, I mean, definitely experimenting on the solos. Definitely live. It's really created on the spot.
We went out to dinner last night, and I think something that struck me, talking about admiring other musicians and how good their craft is. As a photographer, I admire that as well. When other artists give praise, can we talk about certain musicians that you guys look up to or admire?
There's a guy named Mike Watt. He was in the Minutemen. He's like and the Stooges. He's a bass player who played in the Minutemen and the Stooges. And also he played bass for Porno for Pyros, my band. And he calls me every morning. He really pushes me on John Coltrane.
Coltrane played sax, right?
Yeah, he's jazz saxophone player. And so that is a musician who I'm being trained on to be able to do guitar solos in the inspiration of John Coltrane, which is just trying to find the purpose of existence, the meaning of life through your instrument, trying to find God through guitar solos.
But you're doing it in like a saxophone way.
Well, the reason I like him and why is because he played really fast, technically and loud notes, and I like to play really fast, technically loud notes. But the main thing is I was a heroin addict, and I've been off of heroin for over 25 years. He got off heroin and was searching for God, and I'm just trying to do the same thing, period. And so that's the main thing, not the speed and the technique. It's trying to find
Spirituality?
the Holy Spirit with my instrument.
That's amazing.
Ray started this whole thing. He's the band leader, and he takes care of us. We're very serious about making the brand successful. We want it to be successful. But we're also, Pete's Cross. We want, we believe in any kind of education that makes you a person that doesn't hurt others and doesn't hurt yourself. That's what this band is about. We're trying to be good.
Yes.
Yeah, just being pretty much like upfront with everything.
We have to be badasses on our instruments.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Right,
thank you for bringing that. I want to be bad. I like being bad. And when I watch TV shows, I voted for the Outlaws or the Cowboys to get away. I loved when they'd open a saloon and then go to the bar and guzzle a shot of whiskey and then cold cock the guy next to him and then take the hooker upstairs and then get in a shootout. I just thought it was all so attractive. But if you can do that on your instrument, you're not hurting anyone.
Right.
So we want to be badasses on our instruments. That's good in life. That's the goal.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ray, for our mission statement.
There you go.
There's three things. Our music first. And the music can go in media, meaning video games, TV shows, movies. Especially that it's instrumental it has a better chance of doing that. And then second, merchandise. And then third, live gigs. It's that simple. The Holy Trinity
Exactly.
of Distefano Mazza. That's it. We're going to keep it simple. We're not going to do like pancakes, food, you know, shoes.
Distefano Mazza pancakes?
Yeah.
Magnets for the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's funny is we were saying that New York both feels home to us, right? So my feeling when I went to California, I loved it. It was beautiful. But coming back here, I feel more at home. So it's the grind and the, you know, like the grime and just the whole mess and noise of New York. That's what I like. And then going there, I appreciate it and it's cool, but it's a different feeling, which I feel more comfortable here. But I do love California as well.
I'm just trying to get through this next gig because I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm terrified because I do improvisation. Like when you know, if you're going to go, okay, I'm going to do that. But if you go, I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm going to go. And you don't know if people are going to like it or not.
Right.
You know, and especially atonal. Atonal is when, like, music has structure and it has rules. And when there's a tonal area, there's a certain melodies that you're only allowed so many notes, and there's wrong notes. There's 5, for every tonal area, there's 5 wrong notes. And then there's microtones, which are the in-between notes, which most people would hear as out of tune. So there's 12 notes, but life has 1,200 tones. So there's so many notes that we don't hear, you know? And anything that's in between those 12 notes is out of tune to normal people. And only 7 notes work. Most people only use 5 notes, like rock and roll or jazz. Rock and roll or blues, they use 5 notes. Classical music uses 7. Jazz uses 7, and then they go in and out of the 5 wrong notes, and they call that 12-tone music, you know, when it's appropriate. I want to stay full time on the wrong notes and the out of tune notes. Because that's life. You get a stomach ache. That's not harmony. That's you're out of tune. You're bent. You know, you're not straight. Or girls cheating on you. Jealousy is not harmony. Or you get in a car crash. Oh man, I needed to get to work, and you know that's not harmony. So I like to give the truth, you know, and the truth is not perfect, you know. So I like to not play perfect, and you can't explain that to people when you're doing it. They're just either going to go, wow, this guy sucks, or they're going to get it, you know? So my hope is that they'll get it.
Yeah, that's the hope.
Yeah.
We're hoping what we do, people get. And it seems to be going so far well. Like, people are...
So does it make sense why I'm, like, living one day at a time? Because that's all I want to do. That's what I'm studying to do. And I want to be in there full time, but you need a left eye and a right eye, and I just want to be in the left eye all the time. But you need a right eye, which is structure and harmony. There's harmony, it's balance. So I'm trying to stay balanced, you know, with what I'm trying to do, which is atonal music and tonal music.
We do that in a lot of the songs. You do that in a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's a good balance, both.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it in all my ventures, but it's sometimes you know you get hired and paid to do a gig, they don't want you to fuck their song up. You know what I mean? And why are you playing out of tune on my song? Why are you playing all the wrong notes? Like, I paid you to give me a Jimmy Page guitar solo, okay? Or, you know, like something, so then I have to do that, which is okay. That's okay. But for me, I want to do something that's never been done before, constantly. Like, that's what I hope this interview will do, is if one person can watch it and understand when Peter's playing nightmare music, he's just giving us the world, the black hole, the event horizon, everything's sucking into, you know, and I'm trying to get the sound of the black hole, right, of galaxies colliding, of nuclear bombs, of war, of, you know, what life isn't a bowl of cherries, you know, it's pits. I want to give you some pits too. Today's the best day yet so far that we've had.
we were growing together. We're growing up together, and that's how we roll.
Yeah,
and
so
it just works, and it works, and it sounds great. And we do our music, but we also do some other stuff. Like we do a couple of Porno for Pyros songs, and I sing too. You know,
Stooges.
yes. Yeah, so for live, we mix it up a little, so it's not just the instrumental stuff that we do.
Tahisha Moon, I hope.
Yeah, we do Tahitian.
Dude, I love that song.
You'll hear that
Yeah.
tonight.
That's my favorite
We
song.
do that, and a song called Bad Shit from Porno for Pyros. Then we do some Iggy Pop and the Stooges music, and Zeppelin, you know.
I heard that last night.
Yeah, and they're just jumping off points for jamming. Basically, more of like, oh, a classic rock song, but then we go off into jamming. It's all about
The
jamming.
cherry in the pit.
Yeah. we start with a diamond and then give you cherries and pits.